The Simon Says Stamp Positively Perfect Craft Tacky Mat is designed to be the perfect companion for all your card making needs. It is made from high-quality photopolymer and has a tacky surface to hold paper in place while stamping or ink blending. We have sized it to conveniently fit inside the original stamp positioning tool. Craft Tacky Mat measures at 6 1/4 by 8 1/4 and has 1/4-inch grid marks that are etched onto the back side. To use the mat, you'll want to remove the back acetate sheet. This will expose the tacky surface on the back side where it's gridded and is ready to be placed in a stamp positioner or onto a non-porous surface for using. It will replace any foam spacers inside the original tool. Keeping the top acetate on the Craft Tacky Mat is an option as well. Simply place the back gridded tacky side down into the stamp positioner once the foam spacer is removed. This will allow you to use your stamp positioner as usual with a slick surface that you can easily clean. As you can see, it also has A2 and A7 markings that will help you with paper placement. Now, if you prefer a tacky surface to work on, all you have to do is peel off that top acetate sheet, and as you can see, all the markings are still there. With the Craft Tacky Mat inside your stamp positioner, you can ink blend die cuts as well as stamp. Here's a quick demonstration of me ink blending a butterfly die cut while the die cuts are on the Craft Tacky Mat. The cardstock is held in place, making ink blending effortless. To clean the Craft Tacky Mat, wipe the surface with a damp, lint-free cloth, or use a photopolymer safe cleaning product like the Simon Says Stamp Ultra Clean Spray with the Pawsitively Perfect Microfiber Cleaning Cloth. Please note that some inks may cause some staining but does not affect the functionality of the mat. The Pawsitively Perfect Craft Mat also works well with our placement guides. The placement guide comes as a set of 2. There is a solid sheet that you can use if you prefer not to see the gridded lines, or you can opt to use the transparent placement guide, which has 1/4-inch grid marks as well that you can line up with the grid marks on the Craft Tacky Mat. This is the look that I prefer personally because I find that the placement guides are a little bit more durable than the acetate sheet that comes with the Craft Tacky Mat. If you like to stencil with the Stamp and Stencil mat, this product can also sit over the Craft Tacky Mat if you prefer the grid marks on this tool for stenciling. With the tacky surface exposed, you can place your paper anywhere. This is especially helpful if you want to stamp an image that overhangs off of the border of your cardstock, and there's no need for bumpers or corners that will help you with off-the-edge designs. Simply place your stamped images where you want them, overhanging your cardstock, ink up your images, and stamp like usual and clean off your surface with the damp towel or photopolymer cleaner, as I mentioned before. Another great thing about this tool is that it can be used outside of the stamp positioning tool as well. And the grid marks are absolutely wonderful for lining up sentiments, die cuts, and stamped images when needed. To use this as a standalone product, simply place it on a non-porous surface where it can be held down in place without moving, and you can ink blend die cuts as you would inside a stamp positioner. Stenciling is also super easy, and if you have a set like this where there are several layers to the stamp set, and lining up the layers is super important, you can also place the Stamp and Stick mat over this so that it doesn't slip and slide all around. This will allow you to ink blend without putting your fingers on the Stamp and Stick mat or on your project or stencil where ink may be. So for this purpose, it's being used as a non-skid device for the Stamp and Stencil mat. To store the Craft Tacky Mat and preserve its tacky surface, be sure to reapply the acetate front and back when not in use. If needed, you can run the Craft Tacky Mat under some warm soapy water to remove any lint or paper fibers and dry immediately before storing. We hope you've enjoyed learning about this new product and that it will become a staple in your crafting space. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye everyone!
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.